All the handicapped, the disabled, damn it, without medical assistance, meaning there is essentially no medicine. Today is February 28th, 2025.
Wounded Russians are again forcibly sent to the front. We are seeing a pattern here, and it's clear that the Russians are also lacking manpower for their military operations. But this kind of behavior has not been seen in any military so far. Even ISIS treated their foot soldiers better. A completely barbaric army and a backward society with no respect for human life whatsoever.
Today is February 28th, 2025. So here, everyone has been gathered. It was supposed to be an investigation, but without an investigation, without a trial. That is, all the handicapped, the disabled, damn it, without medical assistance, meaning there is essentially no medicine. All of us here on transport, we are all healthy. But nevertheless, you see that we are standing here, barely standing on crutches and sticks, and yet they are sending us off. Many have been given orders to undergo the military medical commission. They didn't even take us in the hospital. In the unit, we are just not needed by anyone. They send us away. They said we are nobody, traitors to the motherland. We are willing to continue serving. But please, we are asking for help to be treated, to have surgery. Many guys were supposed to be hospitalized today. They just sent us, loaded us onto buses, and brought us here. After which they want to send us across the river. Where is the justice? What are we fighting for? And for whom, if we are not needed by anyone? We signed the contract for 1 year. And it turns out we served our year. From call to call, fought. And it turns out without us. That is, they extended the contract not asking us about the family situation. I myself have 7 children, 3 of whom are minors. Where is the justice? Most are transported well across half of Russia, without any documents, without anything. They took away the documents. He works with his hands. We all need this operation. Everyone needs complete second injury. Medical services. Didn't receive anything. They didn't issue the 98 certificate, because of which I will be for regime violation. Here I was discharged from the hospital and sent to Sochi. For the first injury I didn't receive a penny. For the second one neither. After which I sometimes can't even stand. It's also shorter by 5 centimeters, or however much. How am I supposed to fight with this? A comrade was also taken at the post without any explanation. He is supposed to be at the hospital today. He has a referral for hospitalization, but was refused. The same thing. There was a referral to the hospital for the 28th, for which I also got a refusal and was sent to Koltsovo Airport, Yekaterinburg. To Yekaterinburg. State your name, surname, rank, father's name.
Evacuation of a wounded Russian soldier from the 810th Brigade in the Kursk region on a construction wheelbarrow, because there simply aren't enough cars. In Russian dissident and prisoner Igor Strelkov's opinion, Trump was humiliated. Trump thought of Zelensky as a servant, but Zelensky did not bow down. Overall, I do not agree with the assessment of this meeting and its outcome given by our media. On our TV, they said that Trump and Vance cruelly humiliated Zelensky. But I think that Zelensky cruelly humiliated Trump and Vance in front of the Central American media, in front of all of America. Because when Trump, in his exceptionally boorish cowboy manner, tried to humiliate Zelensky in the Oval Office of the White House, instead he got the exact opposite result. Zelensky not only abandoned the treaty that Trump already believed he had in his pocket, and which he could have presented to his voters and all U.S. citizens as his first major foreign policy success. In fact, Trump received direct, demonstrative insubordination from a man whom he considered, at best, to be at the level of a servant, and most likely at the level of a kind of white native, whose opinion no one cares about, and who is obliged to bow at the order of the white big sahib as much as he wants, and in whatever way he wants. Zelensky has demonstrated that the elites of Europe and the U.S. who support him are strong enough to resist Trump, at least at this level. Of course, Donald will never forgive Zelensky for this. The only question is, what can he do? And he can do little. Another very big question is, of course, that whoever could take advantage of this situation, Trump's rage, his humiliation, his desire for revenge, could receive very serious dividends. Unfortunately, knowing the colossal great talents of our diplomacy, which can only give up positions in the most favorable conditions, I do not count on an adequate use of the situation. When Iran calls out Trump's duplicity, it means U.S. reputation in the world is damaged beyond repair. The first lesson from the situation in Ukraine is that the support of Western countries and governments, which are their puppets, is a mirage. All governments must understand this. Those governments that rely on the USA and Europe, let them look at today's situation in Ukraine. Paul Rieckhoff, founder and CEO of the Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America. He's losing his women and children. His cities are being bombed, and we're talking about his clothes?
It wasn't just a mistake, it was an ambush. I mean, this was a plan. This was a politically calculated ambush from all sides, right? No one would feel comfortable walking into an environment like that from any country, and no one should be treated that way. From the reporter to the greeting to the mocking of his clothes, it was beneath America and beneath the White House to treat a guest in our country and a leader who is actively engaged in combat, who is right now losing his fellow service members, who's losing his women and children. His cities are being bombed. And we're talking about his clothes, and we're talking to him that way. It was victim shaming, which is what Trump has been doing to Zelensky in Ukraine since before he got elected. It's unacceptable, it's inappropriate, and it's also undermining not just Ukraine, but our own national security. We are now aligned with the bad guys. Russia is the bad guy, Ukraine is the good guy. And when we continue to attack Ukraine and defend Russia, that puts us in line with the bad guys, which is not where America wants to be.
Well, it's very clear repeat of the American allegiances.
Russian propagandists are worried about a possible European military union. These states have a strong military history and tradition. Quite recently, they were among the strongest armies in the world, so we should not be dismissive of them and underestimate the danger from them.
Looking at all the statements from Merkel and Hollande now, I wouldn't dismiss them, as many do, thinking it's not serious. It's very serious. As I understand it, the European Union might repeat what once happened within the framework of Pan-Europe, the Pact of Four in 1933. Britain, Italy, France, Germany. Give Germany the right to rearm and create a large European army. This is what this alliance of four might do to repeat their experience. True, it was unsuccessful back in the year 1930, in that year. But the idea could quite possibly be revived again within the framework of the European Union. Therefore, I would not, as many of us do, dismiss these countries dismissively. These states have a powerful military history, powerful traditions. Not so long ago, they were among the strongest armies in the world. Therefore, we should not treat them dismissively and underestimate the danger from their side.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.